Welcome to Car Breakdowns 101. I'm your Professor Ice-T. If your car is out of warranty, a car breakdown could eat you alive. Look at that car. The transmission alone could cost you $3,000. And that engine? How much do you love your kidneys? Don't even get me started on the computer system. That's a small fortune. Do what I did and call CarShield. They get expensive car repairs taken care of so you don't have to. Class dismissed.
Call 800-460-3829.
I'm Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri. For more information on how to pay delinquent property taxes, visit our website, treasurer.waynecounty.com, or call us at 313-224-5990. We're here to help.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to another edition of Sunday Night Vibes on Courageous Detroit Radio Network with your boy Robert Flood in the building. It is so good to be back with you all tonight and everything, and of course I missed you all last week, but I'm here this week, so definitely on the thing. So listen, before I get to anything, make sure you already know what I'm about to say. Like, subscribe, and share the show, all that good stuff. And we have a really good show for you all today. And of course, you all see my guest here. And we go get into a lot and everything and stuff. She is a psychologist and everything like that. So this will be good. This will be a good show and all that. But we got a lot to get to because obviously I wasn't here, so I gotta catch you up on what's going on and all that good stuff. First and foremost, I gotta say this. We have a brand new mayor in the city of Detroit. Y'all give it up for our new mayor. Mary Sheffield is the new mayor. Okay. First, that's right. Say that. First female mayor of the city of Detroit, okay? Definitely Black Girl Magic, man. Black Girl Magic. And I knew she was going to win, boy. I knew she was going to win because she was leading and on the boats. And she was, doing a lot and everything and stuff. And, shout out to Mary Sheffield, man. And I know she is going to do it. She is going to tear Detroit up like nobody's business, okay? And I think she's gonna do good. And y'all, this is the first ever female mayor of the city of Detroit. How historic is that? Because we never had a female mayor before. So this will be the first time.
So not just a female, but that she's a black woman.
There you go. I love it when my guests chime in and say like that. That is absolutely right. First black female mayor in the city of Detroit. Y'all give it up again for Mary Sheffield. I love it, man. I love it, and I know a lot of people is excited, and I'm excited too because it's Black Girl Magic, Black Girl Excellence, okay, Black Girl Power. All that good stuff, man. All that good stuff. So we just send Mary Sheffield a lot of love here on Courageous Detroit Radio Network. And yes, we know you're gonna do good, Mary. Okay, we know you're gonna fight the good fight and make the city of Detroit what it is. Okay, and what it's become and what it's going to continue to be in the future. So again, shout out to Mary Sheffield. And yes, absolutely, Black Girl Magic, Black Girl Power. Absolutely. Okay. This is the moment I've been waiting for, y'all. I have a huge announcement, and I cannot wait to get here on the show so I can tell you all the exciting news. This is so big for me. This is so big even for me because this is my first time ever doing this. And I feel like I feel like we should have a drum roll or something. I don't know, Miss Wendy has a drum roll or anything like that. No, she don't. But anyway, we go get into it. But yeah, I have some huge, exciting news. Okay, I am and I text everybody, all my friends and fam and everything like that. So the announcement is we are going to be taking the show on the road.
Oh.
We are going to be taking the show on the road. We're going to be broadcasting at the D spot. Okay, the D spot. And y'all know where it's at. The D spot is I'm excited. I'm excited because this will be my very first live broadcast, y'all. Oh my God. This is gonna be my very first live broadcast. But you know what? I'm a little nervous, but you know what? I'll be good. I'll be good though. I'll be good because this will be my very first live broadcast. But I'm excited, man. I am so excited. You know, I want you all to come out. I want the Vibe Nation to come out. Okay, I want family, friends, everybody to come out because this is gonna be good. This is gonna be real good. Now, the D spot is located. Where's it located at? It's on 6 Mile. Okay, it's on 6 Mile, and before the Southfield Freeway. Okay, before the Southfield Freeway, and y'all know where it's at. Y'all know where it's at. Just come down and everything. But yeah, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put the address down in the chat. Okay, so y'all know exactly where it's at. We're gonna put it on the chat. Okay, put it in the chat, whatever, so y'all know where it's at. But I am just so excited, you know, to be doing it. This will be my very first live broadcast, so we will see how this goes and stuff. And if this goes good, we are going to be we're going to be doing a lot of broadcasts. We're going to be taking the show on the road, and I think like the first of the year and stuff like that. We're going to be everywhere. We're going to be everywhere come the first of the year. So come 2026, look for Courageous Detroit and your boy, okay? Because I'm going to be you know, everywhere and stuff like that. So I'm just so excited. But the D spot, yeah, it's going to be Saturday, December 13th. Okay, Saturday, December 13th from 4 until 7. Okay, so from 4 to 7, Saturday, December 13th. So if you don't have anything to do on that day, on Saturday, December 13th, if y'all don't have no plans or anything like that, make sure you come out to the D spot and have some fun with us. Courageous Detroit Radio Network, Sunday Night Vibes. It's going to be live out there Saturday, December 13th. You do not want to miss it. 4 to 7, okay? 4 to 7. So make sure you circle that date on your calendar. Saturday, December 13th, from 4 to 7. Courageous Detroit Radio Network will be at the D spot Saturday, December 13th, Sunday Night Vibes with your boy Robert Plant. And I think it's not just my show, but I think the show that come on before me, they're going to be out there too, right, Wendy? Right. They're going to be out there as well. So my show and the Falkers, you know, the show that you the Falkers is going to be on as well. But it's just going to be a good day, y'all. So if y'all don't have anything to do that day, come on out. Saturday, December 13th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the D spot, okay? It's going to be fun, man. It is going to be fun and everything. And last but not least, just another thing to let you all know about. Saturday, November 22nd. That's actually this Saturday coming up. Saturday, November 22nd. It is going to be the very first Courageous Detroit Radio Network is having their very holiday party. Okay, it is going to be a holiday party right here at the station. So you know, if you don't have to do on Saturday, which is this coming Saturday, November 22nd, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., make sure you come out and have some fun. You know, we're going to have refreshments, we're going to have food, all that good stuff. And the guests, we're going to have some guests as well, you know, the guests that we that we had on the show and everything they can come to. But make sure you come out this coming Saturday, November 22nd. It is going to be much fun. Okay, it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be food, refreshments, and everything. So definitely make plans. Okay, make plans to come out and everything else. And I'm trying we trying to get Anthony White to come back on here and stuff, because Anthony White, we had him on this show. Okay, so if y'all missed that interview, it is still up on the YouTube channel, on our YouTube channel. So if y'all missed that interview, make sure y'all check it out. But Anthony White, when I tell you this man is doing amazing things with the Detroit Youth Choir, y'all give it up for the Detroit Youth Choir. Okay, and the Detroit Youth Choir and everything like that. We are trying to get them on the show on Saturday, November 22nd. We're trying to get him on the show and stuff. So we trying to reach out to him, and hopefully he'll come, because it's going to be a lot of fun and everything. And he's going to bring the choir, and who knows, y'all might just get a performance. We might just get a performance from the Detroit Youth Choir. Okay, so it's just going to be a good day. Once again, that's Saturday, November 22nd. 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the studios here at Courageous Detroit Radio Network. The very first one. Okay, this is the very first one we're doing it. And just our way of saying happy holidays to all of you. And, it's the week before Thanksgiving. Okay, it's for Thanksgiving, and yeah, it's just our way of saying happy holidays and everything like that. So Saturday, November 22nd, is the holiday party, and then Saturday, December 13th, it's a live broadcast at the D Spot. So you got options, y'all. You got options. If you want to go to if you want to come to the holiday party, you're more than welcome. If you want to come to the live broadcast on December 13th, you're more than welcome. You got choices, y'all. I know I gave y'all a lot. It was a lot, boy. It was a lot, but it's well worth it. So we would love to come, and so we would love for you all to come out and see. We would love for you all to come out and see us. It's our way of saying, happy holidays. It's our way of saying thanks to you, the listeners, the viewers. Vibe Nation, okay? Vibe Nation is our way of saying things to you. So Vibe Nation, come out. We love to have you, okay? Now, we are gonna take a break, but when we come back, we have a really good show for you on today, because Coco Motor is in the building. Coco Motor is in the building, okay? We're going to talk to her and find out everything that she's doing. This is her first time. Okay? So, yeah, we go definitely get into what she's doing and everything like that. And, we just go have fun with Coco, okay? We'll be right back after this Sunday Night Vibes with your boy, Robert Flood. See you in a minute.
Okay.
You ain't changing your mind now, have you?
We're about to be one big happy family.
I'm just hoping I can trust you to return my love.
I mean, as much as I know how to love.
Did you sleep with him?
No! This is toxic.
Don't become the thing that hurt you.
And what is that?
Bitterness.
I really needed you when Daddy died.
Girl, look, there you go with what you need. This not about you. Didn't you find God for that? I'm not here to meet your needs.
I understand that you love her. I get it. But like this, right here, this is toxic. Toxic? Man, who's you talking to like that?
And we're here at the Davidson High School for the first game of the season.
Look,
I'm sorry, sir, but we were all running for our lives.
Hope you enjoy being used, man.
Man, what? No, you better find someone else to play with, bro.
Oh, come right. I hope know you ain't about to hit nothing but a high note. You better sit down.
My Bible tells me that the wages of sin is death.
That's wages, honey, not wedges.
I know what it says, Miss Sunday School teacher.
I see that one is coming to the altar.
Singing and praying with my mind.
Cut.
How you gonna cut singing and praying? And all right, y'all, we are back. It is Sunday Night Vibes with your boy Robert Flood in the building right here on Courageous Detroit Radio Network. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share the show, okay? Because we are going to get into it with our guests here in the building and stuff. And just a awesome person, and she's doing a lot in the city. She is doing everything from the promise and Pontiac to everything else she's doing. But I'm gonna let her tell you all exactly what she's doing. So Vibe Nation, y'all give it up for Coco Motor. It is so good to see you. First of all, you looking good. Thank you. Got your black on and everything like that, and on the thing. It is so good to see you in person. It is so good to see you. Okay. Oh, there's somebody. Okay, good. We good, y'all. We good. Okay. It is so good to see you in person.
I know, right?
Right.
I know.
Right.
And we've been doing this for a while over the phone.
Right.
Talking
and
to all of your subscribers and all of your folks across your listening space.
Right. And let me just say this real quick, y'all. So when I had my pretend show or whatever, I had her, I had Coco Motor as one of my guests and everything, and we were just, talking and everything. And I remember she said to me, like, Robert, is this cannot be a real show. I mean, I remember she said that. She did say that. Like, Robert, is this a real show or a fake show? And I was like, I was like, it's a fake show. It's not a real show. It's a fake show. It's a practice show is what I told her. It's a practice show. And so I don't know. She just went along with it. Like, she just thought it was a real show. She just thought it was a real show. And I would never forget, I have to tell this story and then we'll get right into it, but I would never forget, it was one time when I had her on as a guest and stuff. I would never forget this. I must have had her on the phone for like 3 hours or something like that. Yes. I remember that. Oh my God, I remember this to this day. And y'all, I had her on the phone for like 3 hours, and her husband was like, "Are you still on the phone? You still on the phone? You go and hang up and I was like, oh my God."
Who are you counseling?
Right.
What kind of relationships are you talking about?
Y'all, when I tell you her husband wasn't happy that the thing, I was like, okay, we gotta end this interview because her husband is mad. Her husband is mad. And I remember that day because I had her on the phone for literally 3 hours, y'all. No joke. No joke. We did. We covered a whole lot. But I say all that to say, she was just an eyeful, and I'm surprised that she went along with it. That is just so crazy and stuff. But
I think that's a blessing though, because it really propelled you to really take your show serious, right? It's because of course we talked about I would go on Charlene Mitchell Rogers' show, or I go
and we
on
go
talk
get
radio,
to that,
right?
Yeah.
Talk radio is not easy.
It's not.
And
no.
it's not easy for people to really drive a conversation as you are talking through things. And if you don't have a script, it's not easy for people. And even though, you were, figuring out, how you were going to do this, right? Because my podcast, I do it on the go, right? There's really no right or wrong way to do this. Once you get your platform together, like you have done, right? Then it's easy for people to come in to your show and have conversations or, talk to the community at large. That's the whole design. So what if I had said no? You'd have just been sitting in the basement doing absolutely nothing, right?
Right. It's all good. It's all all relevant, right? Who am I to tell you that your show isn't, worth my time? Absolutely. You know what? That is good. That is good coming. That is real good coming from you. I appreciate that. And look, I got a real show now. I got real listeners, real viewers, and stuff. Yeah, man.
All that, right? So it's good.
I've been doing this for 2 years now. So doing something. Thank you. I appreciate it. And everybody loves the show. Family, friends, and everybody just loves what I do because it's about entrepreneurs come on and talk about their businesses and stuff like that. But I appreciate that. Yeah. I definitely appreciate it. And
I always tell young people, like, what you waiting on? Right? Like, they're always like, when am I going to get started? When are you going to get started? Yeah. Right? If you don't do it, then you won't do it. Right? So it's perfectly fine. I'm happy to, talk on somebody's show because I can talk. Right?
I remember you telling me that. I remember you telling me that.
It's easy for me. So this is my wheelhouse. Like, whatever the subject may be, as long as it's something that I am comfortable with, you can have a conversation. And that's what this is all about, is having conversation, right?
Absolutely. Well, speaking of that, and I appreciate every word and stuff, but I gotta give you your flowers because you are doing a lot from psychiatrist. You are you work at Pontiac Promise Home for Pontiac, and let's get to it. So tell people exactly what that is, a Promise Home for Pontiac.
So like Detroit has a promise as well. Pontiac has a promise, and Hazel Park has a promise. So in our region, we actually have 3 promise zones. I am the executive director of the Pontiac Promise Zone, and so in my community, if my students or my families live in the community or their kids graduate from the schools in my district, which is public, private, or charter, then I am able to offer them a scholarship to use over 4 years to the tune of $50,000.
Oh, wow.
So, and hopefully real soon they may increase it, but that's always up to the board. But the goal is to have these students in underrepresented, underprivileged communities have access to post-secondary credentials, right? And the uniqueness about Pontiac outside of Detroit, love my folks in Detroit, love my folks in Hazel Park, but Pontiac is giving out $50,000 to use over 4 years for any program that a student chooses.
Wow.
So whether it's a 2-year program, a 4-year program, whether it's skilled trades, they can be a beautician, they can be a barber, they can be an electrician, they can be a plumber, or they can, do a CNA certificate, phlebotomy certificate. They could do a pre-apprenticeship program trying to figure out what it is they want to do with their lives. And then my goal is to, pay for it so that they're not in debt, right? That is the barrier for most of our young people. In their minds, they're saying, I can't go to school because I can't afford it, right? But I'm also seeing a trend across the country where people in their households are not encouraging them to go to school, right? Because they didn't go. Let's talk about that, right? Because they didn't take advantage of, some post-secondary opportunity in the household. Some of our kids are also hearing it from their own family saying, well, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you? Right? We have an obligation in the educational system for our black and brown children. Let's talk about education, what the educational field looks like. Our kids are getting short cut in these classrooms. and they are not prepared to do what they need to do once they hit a post-secondary opportunity. We look at reading levels, we look at math skills, we look at their ability. The previous host talked about the inability to self-regulate. If grown people can't self-regulate, what makes you think young people can self-regulate, right? So my job as the executive director is to make it barrier-free. If I can help a young person choose a pathway, whatever that pathway may be, and sometimes I'm mama, sometimes I'm auntie, sometimes I'm Ms. Mulder, sometimes I'm Auntie Coco, whatever the case may be, sometimes I got to sit down with parents and get them right. I got to help a parent understand FAFSA. I have to do applications with young people. I have to help them get to college visits, right, so that they can see themselves there. It's not easy, because if you've never walked on a college campus and by the time you get to May and graduation, somebody is saying choose a school, how can you choose a school if you've never set foot on a school's campus? So I have a very, very interesting role, right? Because I am a former educator. I taught in the school district for a long time. My last year teaching was 2014.
Okay.
And my kids, I didn't even know that the Promise Zone existed myself when I was a teacher in the district, right? So
you had no idea.
I had no idea. And so full circle, right? We talk about full circle, coming full circle, and you take this role and you're saying, well, wait a minute, hold the phone. Wait, how do families know about this, right? What do we have to do to make our communities return to education is important? Because it is important. And I will challenge anybody who's out here telling kids don't choose college. I bet their kids going to school. I bet their kids are enrolled somewhere. I bet their kids are on college campuses enjoying the fruits of your labor. But you would tell our kids, oh, you don't need to go to college. Oh, college isn't for you. Or you don't need that certificate. The baby boomers are still booming, okay? And they have held on to a lot of these positions for so long that now there's a gap in skills. Because when we were coming up, you could get into the plant, right? Because your people was in the plant. The plant is one of the cleanest places in the country now. You got to have some skills in order to get in the plant. If you don't know how to work a computer or you don't know how to set a system, you're not getting in the plant. Ma'ams and sirs, young folks, your mom and daddy can't get you in there if you can't add, subtract, multiply, and divide, or write a complete sentence. So these are some of the things that I know our people don't want to talk about, but come on, education starts at home first. We are dependent on the schools to set a standard when we should be reading to our kids in the womb, right? So a lot of this stuff, and I'm on my soapbox, but as a psychologist, these are some of the things that I see, some of the trends, some of the patterns, some of the adverse childhood experiences that our kids have. Their traumas are their family's traumas, not theirs. So if I'm traumatized, then I'm going to traumatize my kid and say, oh, I didn't do it, so you can't do it. No, not when somebody is paying for it. I'm paying for it. So to say I can't go to school because I don't have the money, the governor has a goal of 60 by 30. This young lady, Governor Gretchen Whitmer, shout out to Big Gretch, has given this state more money than any state in our region for our kids to go to school.
Oh, wow.
So now anybody who graduates from high school can get a 2-year degree. Anybody that graduates. So she's put up the money to say, if you can't get into a Michigan State, go green, go white, or you can't get into a U of M or a Grand Valley or Wayne or Eastern, then start at Wayne Community College. Start at Oakland Community College. When did it become an embarrassment to go to community college first? When? It's a college. So some kids need a stair step. Some kids need a smaller setting. Some kids need to do a little bit of recapping of their high school. Okay, first of all, high school ain't for everybody, right? I was a high school teacher.
Oh, you was?
I was a high school teacher. I taught geometry. I taught pre-calc. I taught calculus. I taught geometry.
So you taught everything.
I taught math.
You taught everything,
yes,
pretty much.
Okay,
Gotcha.
So I know what my kids experience, but I taught system-based math. I taught it differently than the standard way, so my kids enjoyed math. And if any of them out there say they didn't, they lying. Because I always check. I always do a little temperature check and say, I know you either hated me or you loved me, but I tell you what, you could add, subtract, multiply, and divide. You knew the Pythagorean theorem. You knew why those worked the way that they worked, whether you wanted to or not. Because I commanded that my kids loved math. So I tell kids all the time, it's not that you can't do math. You just had a horrible math teacher. You just had somebody who didn't have the skill sets to help you see it differently. When did teachers stop becoming educators? There's a difference between an educator and a teacher. If you are an educator, every kid who comes into your classroom becomes a part of your system for learning. If they can't write a sentence and you are a math teacher and you see that, shame on you. Shame on you. I'm going to need you to come after school and sit with me and we're going to read C-Spot Run. We gonna start at the basics until you can write. I have proof that this is possible. So it's a lot of stuff involved with these chromosomes. We have a lot of hard work that comes in the background that kids don't talk about. If you read some of the essays that I read when my kids are doing their applications, it would break your heart. It would break your heart. Why would the chromosome help you? Oh, I'm just trying to get my family out of the hood. Oh, I just want to take care of my mom and my daddy. I can't tell you how many kids I have to have conversations with to say, leave your people and get yours first. They've lived their lives. And kids have a hard time being independent of that. That is a trauma response. You have siblings who are watching you, Sweet Pea. They're gonna watch you be great, and then they're gonna be great. That's how it's supposed to be. So it's a lot of stuff to unravel.
It's a lot of stuff, yeah.
Right? It's a lot of stuff.
You just said a lot, man.
Yeah,
you just said a lot and everything.
Yeah.
And
I love what I do. I mean, if you can't hear it, I mean, I love what I do. I treat every kid as if they belong to me.
I can tell you do. I can tell you do. And you. And so, how long you been doing this? How long you been,
I'm rolling into 5 years as the executive director for the Pontiac.
Come on. Come on. 5 years.
Yeah.
Come on.
I took the role post-COVID, after COVID. And before that, I was in, medical clinics and doing work, in that system. But it's the nonprofit world is a very, very interesting place to play. It's a very interesting place to play, but in 4 years, I am now the board chair of the Michigan Chromosome Association.
Okay, clap it up for that.
Man.
Okay,
yeah.
That is beautiful. I love that for you. I love that for you. And so, I would imagine that the pandemic was hard for you and stuff.
These are some of your Oh, look at all my little people in there. Oh, no, so they're showing out OCC and
yeah, so we got your kids checking you out.
Oh no, these are people like let me see. It's one of the teachers from OCC is listening in. Shauna Boone. Hey, Shauna Boone.
Okay, Shauna Boone.
She teaches in the social work department over at OCC. So if you ever want to do social work or you want to do some work with young folks with adverse childhood experiences, you want to check her out.
Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody.
And Miss
De'Ara checking in and
she's
everything.
Over at OCC. She helps in student services. So Yeah, man.
I love this. I love this. You got people. You got people watching you and everything.
My sister. She
And your,
like, go ahead.
what's your
Coco
sister's
is
name?
amazing. Miss Tisha.
Tisha. How you doing, Tisha?
She teaches in early childhood. And,
okay, come on,
in
Tisha.
Pontiac, so
I love this. I love this. People. Obviously, people checking you out and everything.
Listen.
They love it. They love you. They love
my
you.
circle rides for me. Let me tell you. If your circle not riding for you, you got to get a different circle.
A different circle.
That you got to get a different circle.
I love that. Well, I just want to say, 5 years you've been doing this the thing. I love that for you. I love that for you. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work and everything, because we need more teachers like you.
Yeah.
We need more teachers like you, Miss Coco.
The teachers and the team. Ooh, yeah.
Absolutely.
The training for teachers needs to be reevaluated as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it.
The kids are different. The kids are changing. Pedagogy isn't changing, right? The subject matter of how you're learning how to teach, but the system of the households are changing, right?
Yeah.
The structure of the household has changed, right?
Yeah.
There are a lot more grandparents raising grandchildren than ever before. The opioid epidemic, metadiddic, whatever, that has caused roar in the households. It was cool when we was on crack, right, in the black community, but now that we have these, this opioid addiction, fentanyl, and all of these things, it's now an issue. Right?
It's a big issue.
It's an issue.
Yeah.
So
I love that. Well, listen, we got to take a break, but when we come back, I want to talk to you about this because I have to talk to you about Charlene Mitchell because you was on her show on 910.
Oh, Charlene. Okay.
Yeah.
Charlene.
Yeah, Charlene Mitchell. So yeah, you was on her show on 910, and I got to talk to you about that. I want to know how that was like for you because you was a guest on her show and everything. Yes, frequently a frequent guest on her show and stuff. And I want to talk about that when we come back. All right. So when we come back. More with Coco Mulder in the building. Sunday Night Vibes, Vibe Nation. Y'all already know what to do. Like, subscribe, and share the show. We'll have more with Coco Mulder after the break.
On your face, sleeping free as kerosene. Have a merry Christmas. Children young and old can hardly wait for Santa to come on his reindeer sleigh. Sleigh bells ring as kerosene. Have a merry I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas. Share the love of Jesus away. I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas. Share the love of Jesus and we say, have a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas, and may Christ be in your Christmas. Cast all your cares. Stop worrying tomorrow, for the Lord is a problem solver. Just leave your burdens there. we were there. All for you. It was all for you. Yeah. Oh, Jesus loves you so much that He came down just for you. I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas. Share the love of Jesus along your way. Oh yeah. I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas. Share the love of Jesus and we say, have a Merry Christmas. Oh yeah. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas. And may Christ be in your Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas. And may Christ be in your Christmas. Oh love, say love came down for me and you. We have to share the love of Jesus. Hey, everybody, have a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hey. And may Christ be in your Christmas. Hey, we got to love one another. You're my sister, you're my brother. Yes, you are. Shake a hand, shake a hand. And may Christ be in your Christmas.
I'm Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri. For more information on how to pay delinquent property taxes, visit our website, treasurer.waynecounty.com, or call us at 313-224-5990. We're here to help.
All right. And we are back. Sunday Night Vibes, Courageous Detroit Radio Network in the building, and Robert Flood in the building with Coco Motor, who is our very special guest, and everything. And make sure again to like, subscribe, and share the show. And just do that. And we're just having so much fun with Coco. I mean, Coco has been doing a lot and everything, and we just commend you for doing that, Coco. We just definitely commend you for doing that. And so much so that we have we have people checking in and everything like that, like Kalisha Terry, I hope I'm saying that right, checking in. She said Coco is amazing. And we got Shauna Boom Guard 3269. Shauna Boom. Shauna Boom checking in, saying go Coco. I love it. We just got people checking in. They loving you, Miss Coco. They must know you was gonna be on the show tonight. So they showing you love and everything and stuff. So absolutely, and absolutely keep up the good work. Keep it up. Okay, so let's talk about this, because you because you were on Charlene Mitchell, and shout out to Charlene Mitchell.
Shout out to Charlene.
Charlene Mitchell. She had a show on 910, and which was you was a part of, and you frequently, like almost every week, you was like a friend to her show. Like you be on there constantly. So I gotta ask you, what was it like being on Charlene Mitchell's show and everything? What was that like for you?
I love Charlene. If anybody doesn't know Charlene Mitchell Rogers, if you've never had an opportunity to be on her show, Mind Your Business was the name of her show. And literally, she talked about things that we should be minding our business about. Like, you needed to know what was going on in your community. And for me, as a psychologist, I would go on her show to talk about, we talked about when Obamacare first started, like helping people understand how to use their health insurance. That was a very interesting time, right? People who had never ever had insurance in their lives now have insurance, and now what do, right? So she would have me come on and talk about that. Understanding community health centers, right? Who do you go to if you've not ever been to the doctors, right? Connecting people to, these community health centers if they've never had a doctor, they've never had their teeth cleaned. Oh my God, I don't know how many people we talked about teeth and dentists and, getting them to dentists, right?
How good it is to go to the dentist.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Shout out
right.
to, Dr. Turpin. He did a lot of teeth as a result of Charlene Mitchell's show. And then behavioral health, right? That's my wheelhouse. I sit in the space of behavioral health. And we generally started out talking about people having access to behavioral health, which is, my master's degree is in psychology.
I feel like that's a big thing.
Yeah, like behavioral health was big, and then there was
that was a big subject.
Big seminal study that came out, and we started to hear about adverse childhood experiences and what trauma is to the body. And then we did, segments on that and how many people didn't realize that things that happened to them in their childhood was what was operating in them in adulthood. And so I would come in and talk about that, and I would check some of her guests who would be on her show, who was talking.
Now, when you say check on her guests, like what do you mean?
Check them on their nonsense. And what they were telling the community. I'm just being real in the name of Jesus, right?
Okay,
If you out here
right.
misinforming people, and people are poor people are vulnerable people. And if you are on a show and you just blatantly, talking about stuff that you don't even know about,
right,
you could trigger somebody. You could cause somebody to spiral. And so she had one particular guest, I won't say his name or whatever, but I promise you it was the Spirit of the Lord that I pulled into my driveway, and he was on the show, and one of her callers said, "Where's that lady, Miss Coco? Where's she at? Where is she?" And I was like, "Amen, Lord." And I called in, and baby, let me tell you, I got him right with Jesus, right? Like, you need to be careful when you're talking about behavioral health topics and subject matter to not cause more harm.
Because some of those conversations can be touchy, and for a lot of people, they don't want to talk about something like that.
But many people have never been to a behavioral health specialist. And that was the whole point, right? How do we get our people, our black and brown people, to trust a system that has systematically not been healthy for us, to start using a health insurance plan that says, hey, now you can go see a counselor. Now you can go see a therapist. And for most of us, our therapist is our pastor, who doesn't have any skill set whatsoever. Not knocking the pastor, hey man, you got the power of God, but you also need the power of knowledge, because you also can cause somebody damage, right? And so this guy was from the church, and so baby, let me tell you, He did not. He did not win that battle. As they say, the battle was the Lord's. It was not his that night.
He didn't win that battle.
He did not.
He did not win that battle, huh?
But you know, I mean, if anybody knows me, they know I'm a straight shooter. I will laugh with you and cry with you.
So I love this. So let me ask you this though. So do you cause Charlene Mitchell, she had a lot of guests on her show.
Yes.
But I gotta ask you though, Coco, is there one particular guest on her show that is your favorite or your least favorite? Because she had a lot of people on her show.
I don't think she had anybody that I didn't care for. I think she had some common callers. She had her.
Oh yeah,
she had her dynamic callers who would call in because they just had to have something to say no matter what. Now those are the ones that I enjoyed because tit for tat they would.
So you like the callers? The callers you called in, okay,
right?
Okay.
Because they're interested when you're giving them truth, right, or you're giving them an answer that nobody else is giving them an answer to. That makes for one good entertainment, but also that makes for people to get answers that somebody else may not have been able to give them. Right. And I think that when we are talking to our community or to our people, sometimes we're just not honest, and that's why we're dying. That's why we have all of these unrelated health challenges, because we don't actually ask the questions that need to be answered. We just deal with it and hope to God it goes away until it's too late. And so being on her show, I really was afforded the opportunity to make people comfortable with going to the doctor, comfortable with asking questions, comfortable with you know how many people have a fear of the dentist? And I know it's people out here. My sister is one. Child, I promise you, and forgive me, sister. However, she is terrified of going to the dentist. I refuse to go with her to the dentist office because her trauma becomes my trauma. No, ma'am, no ham sandwich. She has to go with my mama, right, or her husband. Right. I can't do it because she's so terrified of something happening that she's not gonna survive getting a cleaning. And I'm just like, seriously, ma'am? But who am I to knock that, right? I just know I ain't got time for it, so somebody else got to be on when she got to go to the dentist. Right. But there's so many people who are afraid to go to the dentist, and they live with these bad teeth, and they live with headaches, and they don't understand. We have found so many health challenges from people going to the dentist: heart disease, high blood pressure, because now our dentist was taking blood pressures before they would sit in a chair. And he'd be like, wait a minute, you got to go see the doctor because your blood pressure is too high. So a lot of these systems, you know, they could talk about Barack Obama all they want to, but that affordable health care, because a lot of people want to call it Obamacare, it is not. It's the Affordable Care Act. It's a law. And that's what they're talking about in government right now. These those people don't want to, you know, keep it going. They don't want to give the breaks. However, you're going to cut how many millions of people off of health insurance because you're going to let these health insurance companies raise the premiums up. And so we go back to a culture or a system where people now don't have what they need. Yeah. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what I had the pleasure and fun of going on Charlene's show, and really just helping community understand.
If you have her contact information or whatever, please send it to me because I would most love to have her on my show. I would love to have her on the show.
That's my homegirl. I take her flowers and coffee, and I check on her. Yeah. She is such a wonderful human being.
I definitely would love to have her on my show. Yeah, so if you can, Coco, just send me her information, whatever. I would definitely love that and everything because Charlene Mitchell is one of the good ones and stuff. And that was my favorite show on 910. You know, Charlene's show and of course other shows and stuff like that as well. And so if you can let me yeah, so if you can, let me know if you have her information and stuff like that. Because Charlene Mitchell, if you're out there, I would love to have you on the show so we can talk and everything. Yeah, that'll be great. That'll be great.
I'm
so
sure
yeah.
she has some stories about being over there at 910 too. Bless her heart.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just the whole point of them going away from urban radio, right?
No talk radio here in Detroit.
You know, like, but no, not specifically talk radio. They moved away from urban radio.
Urban radio, gotcha.
And many people were listening to urban radio.
I know Wendy said that she knows some hosts over there at 910 as well. So, yeah, I mean, to see it go like that, that is just
it definitely went. It went the other way.
It went the other way. Well, hopefully we can get some of the hosts on. Hopefully we can get some of the hosts on 910 to come on to Courageous and keep the party going. You know, keep it going, cause it is so sad to hear that and everything and you. So yeah, shout out to 910 and everybody and stuff like that and things. So Coco, so is there anything on the horizon you want folks to know about? Any events you're doing or?
Well, you know, I'm gonna always shout out my Girl Scouts because you know I'm a Girl Scout troop leader too.
Go ahead, shout them out. Shout them out.
I'm because cookie season is getting ready to get started December 15th. And I have an amazing team of 9 Girl Scout troop leaders, fantastic, fabulous mamas who work with my 30 plus Girl Scouts. And we're a community troop. And we have girls from Detroit, from Farmington, from Pontiac, from Warren, from downriver, so that young girls can have access to Girl Scouts, right? And the Girl Scout movement is a movement. And I think that a lot of girls deserve Girl Scouts, right? I'm not anti-boys. Well, it's now Scouts. It used to be Boy Scouts. Now they're Scouts, and they take boys and girls.
They changed the name.
Yeah, but Girl Scouts doesn't do that. Girl Scout, you have to be a girl, and biologically you have to be born a girl in order to still be a Girl Scout. And so I think that, you know, as we're getting ready for cookie season, it opens up December 15th. If you see these young girls out here getting ready to start their cookie season, please support them. They are entrepreneurs. They are learning a business.
Okay.
They are earning badges and really, really, you know, doing work. I have girls who are working on their silver awards. I have girls working on their bronze awards, right?
Okay, cool.
And these young girls are rocking and rolling in school. I mean, they are the leaders in their classroom.
And how old are they?
So I have girls that are from 2nd grade to 8th grade. So my daughter is actually the oldest Girl Scout in my troop. And so as long as she wants to be a Girl Scout, we will Girl Scout.
And how old is she again?
She is 13.
Whoa.
She is 13.
I cannot believe that. I think the first time we talked, she was like,
she was
what?
a little, she was an
itty bitty thing the first time we talked.
Yeah.
I remember
13.
that. Yeah, so she's 13 now?
She's 13.
Whoa, man.
Playing the violin. Getting ready for solo and ensemble in a couple of weeks. And my girls are getting ready for cheer competitions. They won a cheer competition, you know.
Okay.
So they've been skipping out on Girl Scouts because they cheerleaders. So I guess since they go on to nationals, I can't really be too upset with them. But that tells you how exceptional they are as young girls. Like, they are the leaders, and they are exceptional in everything that they touch. And I give kudos to their parents. Because Girl Scouts is definitely another assignment. They have to do their homework.
Got to do that homework, boy.
And they have to work with their troop leaders. So that's fun for me. You know, as long as my daughter wants to do it, that is fun for me.
And what's your daughter's name?
Mia Mulder.
Shout out to the stuff. And I love that and everything and thing and we got more people checking in. Let's see. We got because Terry said thank you Robert for giving Coco her flowers. Aww. She deserves a million flowers. Thank you. You are so welcome. You're so welcome, my dear. Yes. That's why I love doing shows like this, thing. But I appreciate it. And then we got Dara Matthews. De'Ara Matthews, okay. 5719 says did she say she was soon to be Dr. Coco? Did she say she was soon to be Dr.
That's
Coco?
what she said about me. Thanks, Dee Dee. She's talking about me being finishing up my doctorate. So I'm finishing up my doctorate.
Oh, you finishing up your okay, clap it up for that, man. That is what's up. That is so good. Keep it up. And then Monet 9 said we love us some Miss Coco. So that is. See, you touching people's lives, Coco.
Yes,
we gotta have you back, Coco. We definitely got to have you back, man.
You're gonna have to have some of my Girl Scout troop moms come on here because they are fantastic women doing great things.
Oh yes, let me know. Right? Let me know. We would love to have them.
So I'm putting them on notice that they need to come in and talk about the great things that they're doing in their roles and their these are fantastic Black women, Black excellence. Just real quick, last night I sit on the advisory board for Horizons Upward Bound, which is housed in Cranbrook Schools.
Okay.
I'm a graduate of Cranbrook Schools, but I'm also a graduate of the Horizons Upward Bound program. That's how I got my scholarship to go to Cranbrook.
Oh wow.
And we had a goal. So this is our 60th anniversary. I sit on the advisory board.
Okay.
And we have this fantastic young man named Dylan Brown who had this idea that we could raise $1 million to put in an endowment because the president decided to take all the funding away from TRIO programs.
Wow.
And so we needed to pivot to see if we could raise this money so that we don't have to be holistically dependent on the federal government. And that young man hit $1 million and $1,005,000 last night. He met his goal.
This happened just last night?
Last night.
Just last night this all happened?
This all happened
man,
last night,
we got to clap it up for that. We got to give it up for that. For sure, man, for sure.
Raising $1 million, so that kids from Detroit have access to Cranbrook, schools. They used to have, kids come from Pontiac and all of that, but now their home students are pulled out of Detroit public schools so that they have access to a college-going mindset. We talked about that at the beginning, like having a college-going mindset despite, right, or in spite of where you live, right? And we talked about asset mapping and why do we have to talk about deficits instead of assets when it comes to our kids?
Man.
Right? So
yeah,
that was a great thing to see. It was so many beautiful Black folks there last night celebrating, that endeavor with him. And he's young. This guy's in his 30s. and
a young boy. Okay.
And rocked it out. So
okay. So this all happened last night, boy.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. Well, you have got to let me know about these young ladies so we can definitely have them on the show and we can definitely the thing and little babies entrepreneurs and stuff like that, right?
They something else.
We have man, we got to have them come on. So you got to let me know so we can schedule. We can schedule something to have them on the show.
Well, you want to know why I want you to have them on the show? It's because there are a lot of Black women who don't see themselves as Girl Scout troop leaders.
Okay.
Right? And I'm not knocking any other troops, let me say for the record. But the only reason I chose to be a Girl Scout troop leader was because my daughter wanted to do Girl Scouts and nobody wanted to volunteer. So I was voluntold, as busy as my life is. Right, and at that time she was only in second grade, and I was like,
and you do have a busy life.
I do, and she basically
don't
said,
get it twisted.
She said, if nobody else volunteers, Mama, will you do it? And I said, sure. And guess what? I got 9 other troop mamas under me who help me with my girls, making sure that they have the best experience. And I think that all of our girls, Black and brown, deserve to have troop leaders that look like them.
Come on. You need to say that one more time.
They got, you know, it's something different. I'm not knocking it, but it's something different about having your leaders look like you.
Come on. Shout out to the black and brown.
Yeah, man.
Black and brown
It's
boy.
It's not. The curriculum is great, but it's different when it's coming from us. And our girls deserve to have access to the experience of Girl Scouts as a curriculum.
Miss Coco, we got to schedule something. We got to schedule these girls come on the show and everything. Yeah. And I love that. I love that. And we got to set this up. Hopefully by the new year. Yeah. Hopefully by sometime in the new year. We would love to.
Gotta do it before we start selling cookies in these places. So before Super Bowl. It's gotta be before the Super Bowl.
It's gotta be before the Super Bowl.
If it's after the Super Bowl, they out here in these streets.
That'll be around February.
Yeah. They gotta be on corners and in stores selling cookies like soldiers. Because they try to go on a cruise.
I love that, Coco. You have got to come back, man. You definitely got to come back and everything. I feel like 1 hour isn't enough. You know, we got to have you back on and everything like that. And if you can, like Wendy was saying off air, if you can come to the event on Saturday. You know, the holiday party that we're having on Saturday. You can definitely come there and maybe we'll have more time to talk and everything. Definitely, that is if you're not too busy. You know, we would love to have you. It's from 4 to 7.
I have to look at my schedule. I have to put it in my calendar.
Well, definitely, that it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be from 4 to 7. So you will enjoy yourself, most definitely. And just come out, hang out, and we'll chit chat and do whatever we can and stuff. But it's gonna be fun.
I got another show host, another group that I want you to also interview. They are putting in a early childhood hub into the high school over in Pontiac. These young ladies is called we call it Baby Peace.
Oh, Baby Peace?
We call it Baby.
Name of it?
That is the name of it. And it gives a CTE pathway for young folks to choose education. And so that's another group that I think you should, because I think the pathways that we create for young people, if they don't see it, they can't achieve it.
And it's called Baby Peace.
And it's called Baby Peace. Yep.
Okay,
so I want you to have those young ladies come on too.
And how old are they?
Oh, they're adults, but they work with me with that project. So, but that's another way, thinking about different pathways for young people. I think the education pathway is very daunting, and teachers are not given due justice. But our early childhood providers are important. They set the foundation. So
I love it. So Baby Peas, and the other one you said, the Girl Scouts. So
if I can get Charlene, I'll see if I can find.
Make sure. Let me know about Charlene, because that's the one person I want her on the show. That's the one person I want on the show. So all that coming up in the new year, because the Baby Peas thing, I definitely want them to come on and talk about what they do and stuff. But Coco, do this for me real quick. Can you give out your information, because I'm sure the people want to know how they can reach out and everything.
Because FAFSA has opened up, so there are families who have concerns about how to do their FAFSAs, how to do their FSA IDs, if they have questions about their kids' applications. I can set up Zooms to help you walk through that. Let me say this before I give you my information. The reason why it's important for families to do the FAFSA for their children is not because the government is getting in your business. It's because if your kid doesn't do the FAFSA, they do not qualify for institutional scholarships. I think parents get it twisted. They're going to do something with my information. Honey, they already got your information. You just need to do the process so that your child can qualify for the school's scholarships, because it's a requirement for them. So don't hold your kids' information hostage because you don't know any better, okay? So if you need my help, or you need the help of the Promise Zones, we are there. Our job is to help you help your kids do what they need to do to have access to this money that is free for them to choose their pathways.
$3.99.
Okay. So,
That's it.
if you have any questions, you can reach me at the Promise Zone number is 248-214-0456. That's 248-214-0456. And as I always say, it does not matter where you live. We are not going to say, because you don't live in Pontiac, we can't help you. I will always answer questions. You can also reach me directly at 248-659-7418. Our website is www.PontiacPromiseZone.org. Again, if you need anything, we are happy to support. If your kid don't live in Pontiac and they don't go to school in Pontiac, they ain't getting no money. Don't call me for that, because that is the law. And I
You
get
said
people
don't call
called
for
out.
that.
Yeah, I can't budge on that one. They have to live in the city,
I know
and they
that's right.
have to graduate from within the city. And so I often tell people that's Pontiac High, that's ITA, that's Auburn Hills Christian, Oakland Christian, Notre Dame Prep, Pontiac Academy for Excellence.
Oh, wow.
Arts and Technology Academy, and Life for Learn is our alternative high school. You graduate with your high school diploma, you are guaranteed $50,000 to choose your pathway.
50-50, right?
50,000.
I love it. And so they can reach out to you if they have any questions at all.
Yeah, but don't call me about no teeth and no no health insurance, because I don't do that anymore. But I can put you in the right pathway on what you need to do for that. But yeah.
Y'all make sure y'all hit up Coco, okay? Because I'm telling you, she got some skills and stuff and everything. And I love it. And Dawn Matthews 5719 say, okay, yes, baby peace.
Baby peace.
Okay, yes, baby peace. I love that, man. I love that. If we can work on getting them on the show, because I really want them to know who they are and stuff, and grown adults and entrepreneurs at their own right. So definitely and you decide. Coco, I enjoyed you. I definitely
did you
enjoyed
think
you.
otherwise, Robert?
I definitely enjoyed you, Coco. You have got to come back and everything. And yes. Now that people know who you are, now that people see you and everything, you definitely doing your thing. So I just want to give you your flowers for doing everything and stuff like that. And shout outs real quick, because we do shout outs on the show.
Oh.
So if you have any shout outs or anything, just go right ahead.
Shout out Troop 77091. I'm a little troop girls. I'm gonna shout out my homegirl Tomoka Wakabayashi and Shauna Boom over there at Baby Peace. I'm going to shout out De'Ara Matthews and the success team over at OCC. I got 2 new success coaches coming on board. Allison Andrews is coming on as my college and university success coach. And Felicia Brown is coming on as my community college and skilled trades success coach. And so, I'm going to shout out my sister who's online, my niece Dee Dee who's online. And of course, everybody who's listening, it's always a pleasure to come on your show. And I'm happy to have got you started and get yourself, rocking and rolling. It's always a pleasure.
I appreciate that, Coco. Y'all give it up. Y'all give it up for Coco Mulder in the building and stuff. And we definitely gonna have you back and everything like that. And definitely big up to you, to your 13-year-old with the violin and stuff. You gotta bring her. You gotta bring her next time, so we can definitely,
if she gonna play for y'all.
Or you can bring her. You can actually bring her when we have the thing on Saturday. That would be so dope. And she can perform then. She can definitely perform at the thing on Saturday. So you should tell her about it, because we would love to meet her and stuff. But y'all, I hope you enjoyed this great conversation. Like, subscribe, and share the show. It is definitely Coco doing amazing stuff like that. And I had one person reach out and saying, is this a comedian Coco? No, this is not the comedian Coco.
No.
This is Coco Motor, and yeah.
Well, that's because they don't get to see you. They just hear the name, right?
They just hear the name, exactly.
They don't get to see you. Now they can see you. See you see how you elevated? See, Spirit of the Lord elevation.
Come on.
Right? You went from on the phone to on the screen, right?
On the show, on the live show and stuff like that. But I appreciate you saying that, Coco. I really, really do. And yeah, we definitely have to have you back and everything, so we can do it all over again and stuff. It is Sunday Night Vibes with your boy Robert Phil. We go do it again next week, and actually Saturday, because I will be here Saturday. Okay, so I will see you on Saturday at the party, at the the holiday party and everything. And yeah, I would love to see you all out there. 4 to 7 this coming Saturday, November 22nd. You do not want to miss it. If you have any plans or anything, cancel the plans and be here, okay? Because we are having refreshment. We're gonna have so much fun on that day, okay? So much fun on that day. And don't forget, December 13th is our live broadcast at the D Spot. I cannot wait for that. That is going to be so much fun. So Saturday, December 13th at the D Spot. 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Saturday, December 13th. And then this coming Saturday, November 22nd, at the holiday party right here at the Courageous Detroit radio station. So yeah, man.
Don't get your snack before Thanksgiving.
There you go. The week before Thanksgiving and thing. And are you cooking on Thanksgiving?
No.
Or
that's not my thing.
That's not your thing?
We can talk about that next time.
We can talk about that on Saturday.
Okay. That's not my thing.
That's not your thing. I know that's right.
I felt the lady in the previous show, like, to my core. I'm like, if you haven't been in the kitchen with your mama learning those recipes, shame on you.
That should be another conversation.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
That's another conversation.
Yeah.
So, but Coco, like I said, I will see you Saturday if you want to come out and, like I said, have fun and everything like that, and everything. But y'all, this has been fun, and I will see you all on Saturday and until then, you all have a good night. Y'all be safe out here in these streets and everything like that. And yeah, just be safe and be sound, and I will see you on Saturday. Okay, y'all have a good night. Bye.